Hello again people, what's good? It's me, it's Blunt Ted. It's another episode of Blunt Ted Talks. Now first of all, thank you very much for clicking on the video, and secondly, thank you very much to all the new subscribers that have come through this week, and if you've not subscribed already, then please hit that button and tap the bell for notifications. On Thursday I've got a show coming up. It's with Amari the Praying Mantis Grant, the boxer, and we're going to be discussing his upcoming fight, and we're going to be taking some questions as well from the people in the comments. So yeah, make sure you tap that bell because then you'll get a notification for it. Okay, so if you like any of the clothes, this t-shirt, this hat, anything like that, then please go and visit the link in the description. That's a channel sponsor. There's a lot of good stuff on the website, so please go and show them some love. Okay, so this video is about Steve Bruce and the way that the pundits just seem to love him. You know, it doesn't matter what he does at Newcastle, they seem to love him. Week in, week out, there's always a comment from somebody saying something about the fans, don't give him a chance, blah blah blah. I mean, just the other day it was said, what was it, that, you know, Newcastle United fans, we expect the Champions League. Like, we don't, you know, none of us have ever said that. You know, we want to stay in the Premiership, we just want to play nice football, we want to challenge, that's it. But that's what any football club wants, and if they don't, then they need to stop playing football, because then it's just trying to run like a business. You know, kind of like Man United kind of running as a business, as a brand. You know, it still needs to be about the football. So yeah, I don't know where these things come from. I mean, for a start, I mean, let's look at Bruce's record. This is something that's been said a few times. It said, you know, Bruce has got a good record in the Premier League. He hasn't though. He has not got a good record in the Premier League, not in the slightest. In fact, he's actually got the worst record of managers in the Premier League currently. He's got the worst record. So you can take whatever percentage he's got, but if he's the worst out of all the other league managers, that's not very good, is it? That's not very good. What that means is he's been damn lucky to keep us in the Premiership last season. It wasn't by any skill. And this season, what he's done is he's got a decent squad together. You know, bar a couple of players, I'm not going to go into them, that's for another video. But he's got a decent little squad together, but what's happening is he's running them into the ground. And even players like Wilson is just starting to look more and more pissed off during the games. It's what happens at Newcastle. He turns them into zombies. You know, it's a knock-on effect from the Mike Ashley thing, obviously, but Steve Bruce is useless. I think he trains the team, I think it's 3 times a week, because he can't be bothered to travel to the training ground. That's ridiculous, that is. You know, he needs to be in the office telling Mike Ashley that he's got to spend some money as well on the facilities. That's a huge thing. You know, obviously it's not Bruce's money, he can't pull it out, but I'm pretty sure, because obviously he's got a bit of a footing with Mike Ashley. Mike Ashley doesn't want to lose him. So if Steve Bruce was to go public and say that he wants to spend money on facilities and stuff, I think it'd be very hard then for Mike Ashley to say no. I mean, are we going to be stuck with him or not? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with the takeover. That's for another video as well. But let's just imagine that he's staying with us for the foreseeable future. Money needs to be spent on the facilities desperately, because when we do have injuries coming through, we need the best for them. Another worry is Dubravka, and this is something as well that was spoken on a different podcast the other day. I dropped a comment in and people disagreed with me. Basically, I'm saying, does Dubravka need to earn back his spot, or does he just walk straight back into it? And you know, it was pretty much a universal thought all around, apart from me, that, you know, he needs to just dive straight back into that spot, drop Darlow instantly. Now I've got a little problem with that. Why I think that's a bad idea. I mean, first of all, Dubravka's coming back from injury, so to just drop Darlow instantly as soon as he comes back and put in Dubravka back in goal, I think it's a little bit of a risk. Knowing Bruce's record with bringing back players that are, or not even resting players as well that are injured, he's terrible with injuries. So, you know, do we trust that? So for me, you know, if you're going to do anything, bring him on at half time or the last 20 minutes, last 15 minutes, and just test him. Another issue I've got is Darlow is actually playing really well. He's in the best form of his career. He's never played so well. You know, he's doing well. I think he's actually saved 2 penalties for Newcastle. where I think Dubravka saved one penalty. Alright, it's a bit of a minor. Darlow's played a lot less games than Dubravka for Newcastle United, but stats wise this season Darlow's not that far behind Dubravka last season. He's not that far behind. So although when he came along Darlow knew he was going to be number 2 to Dubravka, I feel like now he's had this little run and he's done well, his confidence is going to be up, and so is his ambition. There's other clubs that will have been noticing what's going on recently with Darlow and how well he's playing, and I feel like a few of them are going to come sniffing around. You know, obviously he's in a contract, but we all know in football contracts don't really mean anything if someone's offering enough money to get him out of that contract. So yeah, if we just drop Darlow instantly, his morale is going to drop, because he's going to think, do you know what, I was doing really well today, I didn't really deserve, regardless of what he knew when he came to the club, that he was there as a number 2. So if he decides to just bugger off at Christmas and then Dubravka gets injured again, Gillespie's are next in line. And you know, I think he played a game in the cup, can't remember which game it was, but I do remember seeing him come on this season at some point. And alright, I think he did okay, but you know, it's no Dubravka or Darlow, and we don't want to be relying on him if Dubravka does take another little knock again. So yeah, so just for his spirit alone, you need to keep hold of him. So I'd say, you know, give Dubravka some time, give him 20 minutes at the end of a game when we're 2-0 up already or something, you know, give him that opportunity. And if he's performing better than Darlow was, then obviously give him a little bit longer next time, and then it's a battle. The competition is healthy for the, you know, the top spot at goalkeeper. It's healthy to have that. We need that. At the same time, you know, we've got to look at our defence as well. We're quite leaky. This is one of the main reasons why our goalkeepers are getting tested so much and they're ending up top of the goalkeeper tables every season, just because so many balls are coming through. But you know, that's another video as well. I mentioned that earlier. It's another video. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the whole thing anyway, with Dubravka and Darlow, and yeah, just the pundits in general. So I drifted off a little bit there, but yeah, the pundits in general, like, what is it they've got with Bruce? What is their thing with Steve Bruce? Why do they seem to love him so much? Is it because they're all from that same era? They're all mates of that era? I think that's probably what it is. It's the old school, innit? They're all dinosaurs, but you know, they're all going to start dying out soon. It's a new breed coming through, and hopefully things start to change. You know, why they hate us so much, I don't know. Maybe because we came through and we was exciting and we were a threat to a lot of clubs back then. So a lot of people said, "Oh, Newcastle are my second team," and that. But you know, other teams they hated us. They hated the players, and I just think that animosity is just dragged on there forevermore. So yeah, that's it. Anyway, that's the end of the video. Obviously you can see that I'm back on the sofa. I've not been here for a little while. Reason why I've got this microphone, so I'm running through the PC now. I'm thinking I should just put the green screen back there. What do you think? I think that's what I should do. So yeah, that's the end of the video. Like I said, please go and visit the link in the description. That's the sponsors. There's some great stuff on that website, so yeah, please go and visit that. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and get ready for the live stream Thursday night at 9 PM with Amari, the Praying Mantis Grant. It's going to be great. Get your questions ready, and thank you very much for watching. Stick around, watch another video. There'll be a link here along the side somewhere, so click one of them and stick around. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. It's been me, Ted. Cheers.